All right. So there is only 2 pages to go over. One for Heathcliff, one for Rodya. Although Heathcliff's page does kind of have quite a bit. They probably honestly could have given him 2 pages, but well, I guess they all crammed it. They crammed it into one, so that's fine. Yeah. Also, in his kit, where is it? In his kit, he has a thing that says, where is it? Here. Change battle music until turn end. He has his own BGM. That's so funny. I'm so glad they did that. Like, I feel like it was a joke about him having his own, like, music when he shows up, but, like, he actually just has his own music when he shows up. I mean, I guess it's for, like, one turn, but that's still, that's funny. Alright, anyways, okay. Skill 1, 3 coins. 3 coin on a skill 1. And gains coin power. So, I mean, what could it be? It'd be like 3 and 3. Because then that would be 11. And then gaining coin power would bump it up to 14. Wait, hold on, I mean, that would be 12. And then coin power would put it up to 15. And then final power would put it to like 16 or 17. So 3 and 3, like 3 base power, 3 coin power could be the rolls. Gain aggro into skill slot next turn. Okay. On hit, lower user's stagger threshold. Target has vengeance mark, heal SP. Okay. I mean, yeah. That. Cool. He heals SP. Alright. Well, not often, but, well, maybe often. I don't know. On hit, inflict bleed, inflict burn. So he's going to be bleed burn. So if there is going to be a bleed burn team with Ryoshu, then he is going to likely be on it because he has both bleed and burn. So that's good. On hit, inflict bleed, inflict burn. On hit, inflict bleed, inflict burn. Okay. Skill 2. Also, everything aside from the skill 1 is envy. That's skill 2 is envy, skill 3 is envy, enhanced skill 3 is envy, defense skill is envy. So a lot of envy res. Okay. Skill 2, 3 coin. I would guess that it would be 4 base power, 4 coin power, because those usually are. Unless it's 3 base power, 5 coin power, which I'm not sure if he would actually do that or not, because he's already gaining offense level, so he probably doesn't need it. Combat. Oh, wait. If target has X plus a bleed plus burn, gain coin power. Cool. Although that likely means it's only going to be 1, same as the skill 1, because it's not for every X. It's if it has X plus, then gain. So you're only getting 1 instance of gaining coin power. So not as good as for every X, but he gains offense level aside from that, so should be fine. Combat start, apply offense level up on allies adjacent to this unit on the dashboard. So Middle Mersalt had something. It was kind of just that. It was that exact thing. Well, maybe not exactly. What did he have? He had something very similar, if not the same. And the thing is, Middle Mersalt is a 2-star that nobody wants to use. I mean, maybe like 3 people might, but like for the most part, I don't think anybody wants 2-stars on their team. So now he's giving offense level up to people on the team. So that's good. Also, I don't think there's any conditionals for it. It's just combat start, offense level up. It's not like he's giving envy level up. It's not, he doesn't need resonance for it. He's just combat start, offense level up. So he can probably fit into a lot of teams because of that. Well, And by that I mean he may be a okay generalist ID. Not sure though. I mean, he does also get Vengeance Mark, so maybe he doesn't exactly need to be on the middle team, but no, he gives the middle team a lot of stuff, which we'll get to. Okay. Combat start. The skill gains highest resin divided by X offense level. Okay, so say you have 6 resin, then that is, well, it'll probably be like divided by 2, right? Because then if you get 6, then that divided by 2 is 2 offense level. Wait, hold on. No, I mean, no, wait, no. It's 3. What am I saying? What am I saying? That'd be 3 offense level, which would be 1 clash power. So hopefully it's divided by 2, so then he can get plus 3 offense level, because plus 2 offense level does not equal 1 clash power, but 3 offense level does. Okay, on use, if target has Vengeance Mark, gain final power. Okay, that again. On use, gain aggro to the slot next turn. On hit, inflict bleed count. On hit, inflict burn count. On hit, inflict bleed. On hit, inflict paralyze. On hit, inflict burn. So paralyze is good because, well, because it's good. It just removes coin power from a single coin. But if that coin, say it's like 40 something, then if you paralyze that coin, then that 40 something turns into nothing, and then it's just the base power left. So hair coupons. Sorry, hair coupons. Gain final power for every X. So that's good. So you gain more than 1. Burn plus bleed on the main target. Gain final power for every X and V resin. So that's a minimum of 2 for each of those. Although since it's a single coin, we have no idea what this number is going to look like, because single coins are kind of all over the place. There's no like average for them. Well, probably is a average, but there's just so many with such a wide range, it's really hard to say. Combat start. The skill gains highest resin offense level. Okay. So if you have like 6 resin, then maybe you'll just gain 2 clash power. On use, if the main target has Vengeance Mark, gain final power. Okay, that's good. At X plus envy resin, gain attack weight. Okay, attack weight, that's also good. At X plus Book of Vengeance, Heathcliff gain attack weight. Okay, so he gains even more attack weight. Deal more damage based on excess attack weight beyond the number of actual targets. So if he gets more attack weight than needed, then he still does enough damage. Gain Vengeance Tattoo based on the number of enemies killed using the skill. So... Okay, so he gets... Okay. So he has to get a kill with this, and then I'm guessing he'll ramp up. Unbreakable Coin. Inflict Bleed, Inflict Burn. Deal NV Resin times X% of the skill's final damage as blunt bonus damage. I'm hoping they don't cap it at 30. I feel like these things they usually cap at 30, but hopefully they don't cap it at 30. Okay. Then this, I'm pretty sure, actually I forgot how this activates. You don't activate it with the skills. Well, maybe you need enough like Vengeance Tattoo. I mean, we'll go over in a sec, but we'll at least see what it does. External effects cannot trigger the skill to be reused, so like Rusty Coin cannot make you reuse this coin. Deal more damage for every X% missing HP on self. Okay, well that's okay. And if you want him to be like getting hit and using his counter, then I guess that could be good. Deal final power for every X. Gain final power for every X burn plus bleed on the main target, so he's getting more than 1 from that. Combat start, skill gains highest resin, offense level. Okay. On use of the main target as Vengeance Mark, gain final power. On use at X plus Book of Vengeance, gain attack weight, deal more damage based on excess attack weight beyond number of actual targets. So it's kind of the same thing as the other one, right? On kill, for every enemy killed using this skill, gain an ego resource of a randomly stoned affinity. Okay. Attack end, consume X Vengeance Tattoo on self. Okay, so I'm guessing he uses this when he has enough Vengeance Tattoo. Although I'm hoping it won't be like Hong Lu, where he only gets one use per thing. Like, I'm hoping he'll actually be able to use this multiple times. Unbreakable coin. If target is staggered, deal more damage. Oh, well, that's good. On hit, inflict bleed. On hit, inflict burn. On hit, inflict tremor. So he also has tremor. I mean, not really sure why, but maybe Ricardo had tremor or something. I mean, he has it. It's only on his enhanced skill 3, but he does technically have it. Inflict bleed, inflict burn, inflict tremor. Do tremor burst, then reduce target's tremor count. Deal envy resin times X% of this skill's final damage as bonus damage. Okay, so do a lot of damage and have attack weight. So yeah, cool. All right, his defense skill. Okay, this is probably going to be the most important part of the kit. At X plus sum of NVA resin use hair coupons. Skill as counter. Comet start heal. NV resin plus X SP for Y of the middle faction allies. So the middle team, you're just slotting in everyone with the ability to turn their counter into their skill 3. Like, I'm pretty sure Dawn has that, Sinclair has that, Ishmael has that, and now if Heathcliff has that, you just throw them together, you spam defenses, and you just do that every single turn. Every single turn. And you just use skill 3s nonstop. And you just win. Like that's so easy. So you don't have to think about a single skill. You just bottom row defense skills, go, and they just go. They'll just go. It's just that simple. Okay, Comet start gain X% of missing HP as shield. Okay, well that's good. On hit inflict burn, on hit inflict bleed. When this unit or any of the middle faction allies are hit by an enemy, inflict. Also, he inflicts burn and bleed on every skill, so it's not like he's inflicting less one or the other. Well, I guess we'll see when the numbers are out, but he is actually a burn unit. Does Heathcliff have a burn unit? Oh yeah, he has Heisho, but that's not exactly like burn. Well, it kind of is. Anyways, he's gonna be for bleed burn. Gonna be good. When this unit or any of the middle faction allies are hit by an enemy, inflict X Vendetta mark on the said enemy and gain Y Book of Vengeance. Ally death, gain X Book of Vengeance. Turn start at X plus Vengeance tattoo. Apply the following effects. Replace a base skill with complete and total extermination. Okay, so when he has enough Vengeance tattoo, and it consumes Vengeance tattoo, but it doesn't say anything about him only being able to use it once so far. I'm really hoping that he will be able to use it more than once per encounter, because I don't know why Hong Lu can only use his enhanced skill 3 once and then he can't use it ever again. Okay, replace base skill with enhanced skill 3. Prioritize leftmost slots bottom row on dashboard. The replace skill becomes inaccessible due to being replaced by a different skill. Activate the above effect again. Okay. And also, change battle music until turn end. Actually, now that I think about it, if you don't use that skill, you're still going to be at X plus Vengeance Tattoo. Because that's the only thing that spends Vengeance Tattoo, or consumes it. So if you just don't use the skill, I think the music will just keep playing. Because it says change battle music until turn end, but the turn will start again on the next turn start. So you might just be able to keep the music if you just don't use the skill. I mean, we'll have to see when it comes out. Combat start in the turn this substituted or returned to the field. Use skill 3 on a random target. Okay, so when you swap in or join the fight, he basically just he just jumps and slams and explodes just a random bystander. Cool. Yeah, that's, I mean, I'm not sure if it'll work 100%, but like, I mean, when it comes out, I would want to test it. I just gotta hope that like people have it in their support slot when it does come out. But I mean, it's Middle Heathcliff. People will surely it'll be there. Okay, attack end of the said skill. Apply offense level up and defense level on all middle faction allies. Okay, cool. Now this passive looks very, very important. Combat start. The middle faction allies that have equipped defense skills take less damage from unopposed attacks for this turn. So that definitely feels like it is good for the strat of having literally everybody on the middle team spamming their counters and doing nothing else. That feels like it's for that exact plan. For that exact build, just spamming counters and doing nothing else the entire fight. That's great. Combat start at X plus NV resin. The middle faction allies adjacent to this unit on the dashboard cannot be staggered by damage as long as they have usable counter skills equipped in their slot. Okay, yeah, this is just for that exact purpose. Is just spamming counters the entire fight. Just spamming skill 3s. At X plus NV resin, the effect applies to all of the middle faction allies. Okay, yeah, no. He is going to be very good for that one specific strategy because it already works, but the only issues were if people would get staggered or taking too much damage. But now he kind of might fix both of those issues. Okay, next up, combat start, gain vengeance tattoo based on NV resin. Okay, so he doesn't even need to use his skill 3 to gain vengeance tattoo. Cool. If an enemy attacks any of the middle faction allies, including this unit, use kicking on the said enemy as an unopposed attack and said enemy skill. Okay, so he also gets an extra use of his skill 1, which has 3 coins, which means it's going to be good for damage. I don't know why he has that. I don't know why he just gets extra skill 1s, but that's good. Cool. And also that still activates while he's doing the counter spam strat as well. Okay, support passive. If any of the middle faction allies are killed during combat this turn, all the middle faction allies gain attack power up at this turn and next turn. Okay, I mean, it's not great that it relies on an ally being killed, but oh well. And attack power up isn't bad though. It's better than like 2 offense level up. Okay, Book of Vengeance. Gain offense level and defense level based on stack. Okay. Well, I mean, if he gains 3 offense level, then that's 1 clash power just permanently gained. Vengeance tattoo. Base skills deal more damage based on stack. So yeah, so he doesn't have like, oh, plus 10% damage for every time you have this. Oh, plus 15% damage, plus 20%. He just gets a status that gives him base skills deal more damage based on stack. That's much simpler than a lot of the new IDs. I feel like his kit is much like simpler than the rest of the IDs that have been coming out. Like, he still looks just as strong, but his kit also looks way more like, it's just way more, what's the word? It doesn't have 3 pages is the thing. Like, it's just 1 page. It's simple. I think this is going to be a good ID. I mean, I feel like he's definitely built around the NV resin middle team. Well, of course he's built around the NV resin middle team. That's the entire ID. But yeah, the counter spam strats are going to be much better with him now. But yeah, no, that's going to be good. All right, time for Rodya. Okay, so she is also Burn Bleed. So maybe her ring ID will also be used on the Ryoshu team, potentially. filters don't find. The that's true. I mean, it won't work on his enhanced skill 3 because of the external effects cannot trigger the skill to be reused, but it doesn't say that for the regular skill 3. And then that gives him Vengeance Tattoo on kill, so then that will help him ramp up this skill more quickly. I'm really hoping that he doesn't just hoping that he doesn't get limited to 1 use only, because that would kind of suck if it's limited to 1 use. I mean, I'm sure he'll still be strong regardless, but like, because Honglu, I don't know why Honglu, his like the new Honglu, his thing's limited to once per thing, but yeah, hopefully he can just spam it. But yeah, no, he should be able to reuse his basic skill 3. That's what it said. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it will be, because he is like, he's the middle, and middle has good bleed. Well, they have bleed, but he also has like bleed and bleed count on his skill too, and then bleed on the other things, and then burn he should be decent for as well. I really do think he's going to be on the Ryoshu seasonal IDs team. Okay, Rodya, I think she's also going to end up on that team because she has bleed and burn on this ego, so probably that's meant for that team, I would imagine, if that is a real thing that's going to happen. She does SP and HP healing, but we'll get to that. Okay. On use, gain clash power for every X burn plus bleed on all targets. Okay, on all targets, alright. Attack end, heal X allies out of the lowest HP percentages up to Y% of max HP and apply Scarlet Moth to the said allies. Heal additional allies equal to Lust Resin minus X. If the healed ally has equipped a Lust skill, heal X SP on the said ally as well. Okay, so we might get a new Fluid Sac. Maybe. I mean, it's not exactly... I mean, that's hard to say, right? Because like Fluid Sac is Fluid Sac. What can really replace Fluid Sac? Probably nothing. I mean, actually, Rodya does already have like Pursuance and Hexnail for healing, so she's kind of like the other main healer aside from Faust. Okay, so on hit, inflict burn, on hit, inflict bleed, current coin attack, and inflict wrath fragility, and lust fragility next turn on target hit. So inflicts on next turn, so you don't have to use. So basically, you can use this ego, and then you can use like an actually strong skill. And wrath and lust, the wrath skills are a lot of the times burn skill 3s. And then the lust skills are a lot of the times bleed skill 3s. So having burn and bleed and having wrath and lust fragility makes her easier to run in either burn or bleed. But I mean, if we get, and that's both burn and bleed, then like it's good that she has both. So then point is it's good. It fits into more teams because it has more coverage. And it also has good generalist value too because of the healing for HP and SP. Probably, as long as it's enough, but it's a modern ego, so it should be. Okay, the Corrosion has 2 coins, Unbreakable. Indiscriminate targets randomly. Before attack, deal more damage for every X burn plus bleed on all targets. If there's a Wrath, A Resin, or a Lust, A Resin deal additional damage. Okay. Before attack, lose base power for every correct coin. Okay. Attack end, apply X Scarlet Moth Y times between random allies. Alright. So I guess even though she doesn't have like healing on that, she still applies Scarlet Moth, which does still heal regardless. Unbreakable coin, on hit, inflict burn, on hit, inflict burn count. Current coin attack end, inflict wrath fragility next turn on target hit by this coin. And then another breakable coin. On hit, inflict bleed, on hit, inflict bleed count. Current coin attack end, inflict lust fragility next turn on target hit by this coin. So I don't know if there's like attack weight and if it's going to be unfocused volley, because this feels like it would be attack weight with unfocused volley. I kind of don't really remember the trailer if it showed that or not. but it looks like it would inflict one on one person and then the other on another. Although it could just be single target. I don't remember the trailer. It looks like it would be something with unfocused volley though. And unfocused volley, once again, is when there's attack weight, it only hits one target for each hit of that attack weight. So not my favorite thing, but all right, passive. If this unit's leftmost space attack skill on the dashboard is Wrath or Lust skill, at attack enemy deal X% of the damage dealt against the main target with that skill as its corresponding affinity damage to a random enemy. Okay, so it's like the butterfly thing, or I guess moths. That ego gift, she just has as a passive now, so that's cool. This unit dealt the maximum possible damage with the above effect. Gain affinity damage up for the corresponding affinity next turn, and disable the above effect from triggering for X turns. So if she does, like if she hits a certain amount of damage, then she will get a damage up to the damage she did that with. And then there's a cooldown on that. So that's basically that. And then Scarlet Moth is turn end for all the effects. Heal stack percent HP. Heal SP equal to stack. Lose X stack. So, what would it be good stack? Maybe like 10? I feel like if it goes up to 10, right, then that's 10% HP and healing 10 SP. So that would be decent. Although if it's anything below 10, then like 5% HP, that's kind of, that'd be weak. 5 SP. I mean, hopefully it'd be closer to like 25%. Like 25%, that would be kind of similar to Fluid Sac in that case, because I'm pretty sure Fluid Sac, what was it? 25% HP and, or no, 15% HP to all allies and then 25 SP on his hit, I think. So like, and it looks like she'll apply it to a lot of allies as well, but I mean, we won't know until we see the update version, but yeah. All right, that's that. Okay. Well, that is, it's kind of it for that. Yeah. I'm trying to find a decent. I think that's so funny how he has his own music. Like, there's no reason for him to have his own like background music, but the fact that he does is that's great. It's just great. Yeah, no, I really think he's gonna be good for the spamming counter strat. That'll be something. All right. Yeah, that's kind of all until the update for the Limbus. Yeah. All right. Thanks to anybody that stopped by, and have a good one.